Remember the exact moment math betrayed you? You spent years mastering the cozy, safe world of numbers. 2 plus 2 is 4. 5 times 5 is 25. And then, out of nowhere, they hit you with the alphabet. Suddenly, there's an X and a Y floating around in your homework like they own the place. It feels like an elaborate prank, like someone sat down and thought, you know what this perfectly good addition problem needs? Letters. Let's really mess with them. But here's the reality. Arithmetic is fragile. It's a flawless little machine, but it stops working the second you don't have all the pieces. If you don't know exactly what you're adding together, you're stuck. And the real world rarely gives you every piece. Life is messy. It's full of missing information, blank spots, and things that haven't even happened yet. Mathematicians didn't inject the alphabet into your math class to cause pain. They did it because they needed a way to calculate ghost numbers. Values that exist in the real world, but are temporarily invisible to us. That brings us to the variable. When you see a letter like X in an equation, don't think of it as a letter. Think of it as a disguise. It's a placeholder box sitting on the page, waiting for a number to be dropped inside. Watch this formula on screen. Why not just draw an empty box or a giant question mark? Well, when you have 3 or 4 missing numbers at the same time, drawing a bunch of identical blank squares gets chaotic. Letters keep the mystery organized. Exactly. If you have a missing weight, a missing height, and a missing speed, you can't just throw 3 blank boxes together. You'd lose track of which is which. By tagging them as X, Y, and Z, you guarantee that your different missing pieces never accidentally mix. Let's clear up a massive roadblock right now. The letter X is completely separate from the multiplication sign. They look similar, but they perform different jobs. In algebra, X is just the most popular empty box. X has no intrinsic mathematical value on its own. It holds 0 value until we solve the puzzle. It's simply a container, holding a space open for the truth to land. Let's see this in action. Imagine you're throwing a pizza party this weekend, but people are terrible at RSVPing. You need to order food, but your guest list is totally unconfirmed. We start with what we do know. You know your friends well enough to guarantee that every single person who walks through that door is going to eat exactly 3 slices of pizza. But here comes the problem that breaks basic arithmetic. The exact number of friends who will actually show up is currently a mystery. Look at this translation on screen. We take that missing real-world information, the unknown number of friends, and we assign it the letter X. Your equation becomes total slices equals 3x. Watch what happens to the equation now. Because we built a placeholder, we can test alternate realities. If 5 friends show up, we drop a 5 into the X box to get 15 slices. If 10 show up, X becomes a 10, giving us 30. This highlights another huge trap. The value of X isn't fixed. Here, X might be 10. Next time, maybe -40. It adapts to fit whatever specific mystery it represents. Translating real life into this algebraic code allows us to simultaneously prepare for every possible outcome before the party even starts. This same logic moves from the kitchen table to the structural blueprints of the modern world. Civil engineers use variables to design massive suspension bridges without knowing exactly which cars will drive across them in the future. They use placeholders to represent the maximum possible weight, ensuring the steel holds no matter who drives over. Computer programmers utilize the exact same logic. Every app on your phone is built on variables. A coder writes the software once, using placeholders for things like your username and your high scores, allowing the app to function for millions of different people. Variables provide a framework for navigating an unpredictable future. They allow us to build secure, reliable systems, even when we don't have all the data. Algebra provides a formal language for hunting down the unknown. It transforms a blank space into a solvable puzzle. The letter X serves as a point of leverage. It allows us to reach into the dark and grab hold of missing pieces, providing the mathematical clarity we need to build, code, and calculate our way forward.